Hey, my beautifuls. So today I'm going to do something. It's a nail set that I saw on Facebook somewhere, and I'm going to try to recreate it. Now, it may not be exact, and it is what it is, but I wanted to try out this design. I thought it was so pretty. I wanted a set like this. Now, the inspiration set that I believe I do 2 layers of this. Now, one thing I didn't think about when I was doing this, I only did the 3 nails, and then I left the other 2 nails blank because I'm going to go over it with another color. One thing I didn't think about when I did this, I should have done the other 2 nails the nude, because not that the nude is going to show on those 2 nails, but when I put the next color on, which is going to be a yellow, it changed the color of the yellow. So the other 2 nails looked like they had a different color yellow on it when it was actually the same color. It darkened the yellow to just a little bit darker, almost to like an orangish color, which I don't know why I didn't think about that happening, but I didn't. But it, in the long run, it actually turned out fine because you couldn't really tell too awful much. And in case I didn't say it before, this is going to be a butterfly wing set, but it's not going to be like those viral butterfly wing sets. It's going to be just a tad bit different. It's also going to have some 3D, little 3D aspects to it, which, given again, I would have done the top coat and then the 3D. However, my brain just wasn't functioning correctly, and I did the 3D, and then I did the top coat, which I put the cart before the horse, basically. So anyway, I wound up having to go back and redo the 3D off camera, but it all worked out. So this is the yellow that I was talking about, that once I put it down, the 2 nails, that it stayed like that bright, gorgeous yellow, but when I put it over the soft pink nude, it kind of it changed the yellow almost to like a orangey yellow. But it all worked out because it is going to have orange over the top of it in kind of a aura under over the top of the yellow. So anyway, I'm going to stutter here. Anyway, this is the nail set. I don't know. I think I said it in another video that I am due to get another curing lamp because my curing lamp is not curing all the way. It's kind of acting funny. And I am having to use a lower powered backup lamp right now. I think I got it for $10 on Amazon a while back, and I just had it to the side in case of just this kind of instance. What happened was I was curing this yellow, and the second layer of the yellow did not want to cure correctly. It started like almost like wiping off when I went to do some cleanup, and I was like, what on earth? And then I was like, oh, it must be my lamp. It must be time to get a new lamp. My lamp is probably 2, 3 years old, and it has heavy use. So that being said, I'm going to have to buy a new lamp. Y'all, I am just to the point where I am going to have to replace so much stuff in my nail collection. Between my lamp, I'm out of black and white. I'm behind in replacing stuff that needs to be replaced. Just, it's stuff get overlooked over time, and you got lives and other things going on, and that was just, I don't know. It snuck up on me, I guess. Anyway, I am going to do a little bit of cleanup to get these Frenchies right. And then I'm going to go in with an orange and do some aura nails, or some aura, on all these nails. But it's going to be like at different spots and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to go ahead and let you watch, and I will jump in the next step after we do the auras. Okay, so I want to go ahead and mention that you do see the orange and the yellow on my palette. Reason why the yellow is on the palette, when I do auras, I usually do like 2 layers to get a good color, but then I go back with the original nail color, which in this case is the yellow, which is the base color, and just to soften up the edges of the aura area, I will go back and just slightly blend in a little bit of the original background color, just to soften that aura, the edges of the aura up a little bit. Sometimes I find that that is very helpful, at least for me. It helps quite a bit, just to blend a little better, because y'all, auras are, let's face it, they can be a little touchy sometimes. So I found that for me, when I do it like that way, they turn out a little better. So I do that. Just a little tip if you have trouble with getting your auras to blend, that might help you. I don't know. Let me know if you've tried this, if it works for you, or if you're just good at auras. Because, there are some things some people are good at and some things that some people struggle with. This is something I struggle with. Anyway, I'll stop blabbing, because I guess I'm just going off at the handle. Anyway, I am going to jump off here and be right back. Oh, and by the way, if you hear the snoring in the background, that is my dog. Well, he's a Frenchie, so he's got the little pushed-in nose. He is just sleeping in his bed, snoring away like nothing in the world is going to bother him. Yeah, he snores like that all the time. Too funny. I couldn't resist sharing that with you. Thought you might get a little chortle out of it. Anyway, so next step after we do this is we are going to pull out some black and do some line work. Now, I do use the candy black because it tends to be a little thicker than most of the other blacks, and it is a lot more pigmented than most of the other blacks that I have. So, and I don't have any pot gel blacks. If I did, I probably would have used that instead. But this worked for all intents and purposes. And yeah, so let's do that. And I will be back. Oh, and it is in this step, when I was doing a little bit of cleanup on the black, I realized that there was something up with my lamp not curing correctly. Because a little bit of the yellow lifted up when I was cleaning up the black. So, yeah. Just thought I'd mention that. So if you ever have a problem like that, it could be your lamp. Also, when lamps go bad, certain colors, like darker colors like black or the more pigmented colors, will start having unusual wrinkling. It's not that you're curing them incorrectly. Well, sometimes it can be. But a lot of times when your lamp is starting to fail, you'll start having wrinkling, and it won't just be like one nail or one color. It will be like constantly. So just a little something to keep a lookout in case your lamp is old, and just not curing right. Or if your lamp isn't strong enough, sometimes that will happen. Because not all lamps are created equally, and some are stronger than others. So just a little thing to watch out for is just in case you're having problems like wrinkling and your gel polish not it like peeling, or issues like that. It could be that either your lamp's not strong enough or your lamp is starting to malfunction. Alrighty, so we got all that done, and let's do some 3D. Now this is where I put the cart before the horse, and what I should have done was do my shiny top coat and then do my 3D. I did it backwards, and I had to go back and fix it after the fact. I did realize my mistake after I put the top coat on, and I went off camera and fixed the 3D water droplets. Anyway, after I do the 3D, I am going to do a couple of little charms, nothing big. Although I did realize after I did this set that I am almost completely out of butterfly charms. So I'm going to have to do something about that. I'm going to have to get some new... Y'all, I'm running out of everything. What's up with that? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. I'll let you watch. And, yeah, I think that's about the majority of what I have to say today. So at this point, I'm going to say, sending you love, hugs, and blessings. Until the next time, bye-bye.